The Unisa Art Gallery is currently hosting their latest exhibition titled Aluta Continua Victoria Ascerta. Now, this body of work explores creative interpretations and expressions of human rights by embracing diverse renditions of struggle and victory within the continent, and particularly South Africa. The exhibition is curated from the acquisitions of the Unisa Art Collection by Tshegofatso, Seoka and Sango, Filita in celebration of the 150 years of the University of South Africa. And the co-curators are in the studio with us this morning to tell us more about this project. A very good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Morning, Simpiwe. Thank you for having us.
Good stuff. I'm going to start with you, Tshegofatso. Just tell us more about this exhibition and how did it come about?
The exhibition Aluta Continua Victoria Ascerta comes mainly from South Africa's looking at South Africa and the history of South Africa as well as human rights. The term Aluta Continua Victoria Ascerta was mainly comes from Mozambique when they were having their independence fight. So it really looks at the continent and the history of the continent and the emancipation of people on the continent.
Now, Sango, just take us through the kinds of conversations that you had with Tshegofatso in terms of what you both wanted to achieve through this exhibition.
It's a matter of checking what is happening within the universe, checking the dynamics of how South Africa is coming from and where it's going. So when you get to Unisa Art Collection, you get like everything that was collected from the past up until to the present. So it makes it easy for you guys to create, like to select works that you feel that are going to be relevant to what you are trying to address to the universe.
Thanks. And in terms of what you're trying to address, I see that the exhibition has a strong focus on the African agenda and transformation. What is the intention?
The intention is to address people, like just to engage to what we've been coming from and to what we are hoping to achieve like in future, because the university is almost collecting artworks that are relevant, like educational artworks that are going to be beneficial for research purposes, also for lecturers to be able to do research and teach about the work. So it makes it easy when you get to the collection and select works that you want to present to the world and sort of like showcase and let them see what the university is about, like the mandate and stuff.
All right. Now, Tshegofatso, since this exhibition, is strongly rooted on the African agenda, I see that quite a number of artists from different parts of the continent are part of this exhibition. So who are some of them? And let's just talk about their role in this exhibition. What are they bringing to the table?
I think first we have Tate Pet Mautla, whose work really deals with urbanization, as well as looking at some of the past laws of the country, like your Natives Land Act, your Group Areas Act, which force people into certain demographics, into certain areas. And he really looks at that and he creates this artwork. I think he calls it the Terminator. We also have Nolan Oswald Dennis, who really starts. It's a work with two calabashes. It was up on the screen just now, and he has a decolonial approach at trying to see how we can reformulate the identity of Africanism and the identity of blackness as a whole. There's also Kuzanai Chirai, who also looks at creates these beautiful artworks where he juxtaposes different identities and puts them together, looking at colonialism, also having quite a decolonial agenda with the work. We also have Thonton Kabea, which we purchased last year, one of our favorite purchases actually, who focuses on the Ramba dance and the culture of the Ramba in Congo. And looks at some of the cultural, contemporary culture, and looks at that and puts it onto these beautiful canvases.
Let's talk about how this project, is focusing on showing works that upload experimentation, of course, while addressing the prominent social and political issues of the time.
The exhibition has numerous artworks, and they are all created with different materials. We have Stephen Cohen, which is a chair. We have works by Willie Bester, who's a prominent South African artist and really works with different mediums. We also have some photography. We have some sculpture, as well as art on canvas and paintings.
Okay.
And yeah, as mentioned, they do really, when we collect as the Unisa Art Gallery, we really look for innovation. We look for innovation, we look for experimentation, we look for technical excellence, as well as a good narrative of the work.
Okay. Now, Sango, I like what you just said, like technicality and innovation. And I see that it's a very, very diverse exhibition in terms of, some of the pertinent issues that are explored in this particular exhibition. So those who will be viewing it, what are you hoping, will be saying amongst themselves and the kind of conversations that will be sparked?
I think it's a matter of reflecting. So, it's all about you positioning yourself within that space where the artist is trying to express everything about what is happening. So you as a South African person, that exhibition makes it easy for you to reflect. From the first piece up to the last one, you can get to relate to what we've been through and what we have accomplished as a country.
Okay. I mean, what does it mean to the university to be able to host an exhibition of this magnitude?
It's a good achievement.
Yeah.
It's a very good achievement. Even now, our next exhibition will be dealing with 150 celebration of the university, and it's going to happen after May. And May, we know it very well, it's an African month. So also the university is playing part to address some of the issues about what is happening within the African continent.
Yeah. And having said that, Tshego, to what extent are some of these issues that Africans are grappling with on the continent on a daily basis?
I think first we would look at shelter. I think shelter is a very huge problem for our continent. Access to food, access to water, things are getting really expensive. Yeah, I think education as well. Education is a really huge issue for Africans as a whole, and I think that is one of the things that makes Unisa quite a proliferant institution of higher education, because it really does cater for students continentally.
Okay, so this exhibition, who is it speaking to? Like, what kind of person would view this exhibition and have a sense that this particular exhibition is speaking to me in a particular way?
I think the way that we curated the exhibition and all of the works that were included, it really has a little bit of everything. We really tried to focus on, I'm looking specifically at the Constitution. We really tried to focus on human rights, the right to human dignity, the right to good health care, the right to love, the right to freedom of expression. We really try to cater for all of that, and everyone, the youth, the older generation, everyone, when they come in, they will find something that they love in the exhibition. They will find something that talks to them.
I like that. Sango, just briefly, we're out of time. Just share the details of this exhibition.
So the exhibition is in Pretoria, Unisa main campus. There's a Khorong building, a new building next to the boom gates, and the exhibition will be running from until the 19th of May, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay,
yes.
Great stuff.
So everyone is welcome. We open from Tuesday until Friday, from 9 o'clock until 4.
Okay.
So everyone is welcome to view. You can bring anyone. There's no age restriction. There's sensitive stuff that can be.
All right. Sango and Tshego, great chatting to you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for having us in Pure.
Good stuff. Well, join us in the studio for a chat about an exhibition they co-curated for the Unisa Art Gallery, Aluta Continua Victoria Ascerta. That's Tshegofatso, Seoka, and Sango Filita.